Hello everyone, so we got round 3 of War League. You can see our score. We got 30 stars and 12 attacks, so I think that's about maybe exactly 2.5 stars per attack, which is very good. So we're doing our mirrors now, so my mirror will be 3. You see this guy's at Town Hall 11. Now, normally my strategy is to go straight through the Eagle Artillery, which would bring me through this path, but I know that both these Inferno Towers are both multi-Inferno Towers, which are very good against witches. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of a variation. I've been debating of going just through like this way, but I want to make sure that it opens up the wall to the Eagle Artillery, so I think I'm going to try kind of an angled attack a little bit. So I'm going to have the Eagle Artillery try and take a path like this. This way it opens up this Inferno and the Eagle Artillery, obviously. And then I'll just throw in a jump spell or something to give me access to the last one. And since he only has 2 Inferno Towers and no Town Hall that I need to freeze, I'm only going to bring the freezes that I got donated to me. So I'll have a heal spell and an extra rage to play with. I'll use the rages to be sure to kill the Inferno Towers quickly so that they don't get to work on my witches. So it should be a fairly straightforward attack, and I should be getting 3 stars, but my track record for predicting 3 stars hasn't been that great. But I am hoping for 3 stars, so like always, I will do my attack, and I'll show you the replay in a second. Alright, so here's the replay. So I can always spray out the giants and witches. Attacking from an angle is a little harder to funnel, so I spread them out a little bit more, or tried to at least. Now it's important to notice where my queen goes. So I want my queen to follow the siege machine to go into the core, but you see she's going off track. I'm trying to freeze the Infernos and raging my troops in the core there, poisoning the castle troops. Now the siege machine does get to the town hall, which is good. But again, notice how my queen is up at the top by herself. Well, not by herself, but not where I want her. So I'm just trying to freeze and rage through all these buildings in the middle. Now this ended up being a very ugly attack, just because again my queen's not with the bulk of my troops. I drop a rage here on these troops because I knew they're getting taken down, so I wanted to take out the buildings around them as fast as I could. I see my queen. I had to use her queen ability to save her life. But the defenses are dwindling now. And thankfully they're all running through the rage spells, so they get a little bit of boost before they confront the defenses. And now all the defenses are gone, so now it's just clean up. So there you go. Get 3 stars, and then I will show some other attacks in a second. Alright, first of all, I wanted to say that Ryan here is having a perfect War League so far. He's gotten 3 stars in every attack. I hope this doesn't jinx him. I'm not going to show his attack just because I feel like I show his attack a lot. But I was going to show Werther's here. Now, he had a hard matchup last war because they had more Town Hall 12s than us, so he was stacking up a Town Hall. And so he didn't do particularly well on his attack. So he was saying that he wanted to sit out. I was like, no, Werther's, you gotta stay in because we need you. So we can watch his attack here. And he's doing the giant witch bowler attack. Now I will say he brings a bunch of wall breakers, which are very redundant. You don't need wall breakers if you're, because notice he sends the wall breakers and sends the siege machine right through it. So the wall breakers, he could have brought an extra bowler or something. Watch it. So he freezes and poisons the castle troops. And notice how perfect that freeze was because it gets the castle troops and the Eagle artillery. And he's getting all of his heroes to follow down there. Now he gets to rage these troops. And look at that perfect freeze. Now, if I would to be a nitpick, that Warden ability, he could have saved it until after the freeze was done, because that way you could save some of this Inferno damage. But it's kind of hard to think of all that while that attack's going on. And plus he's got a heal spell to help mitigate that damage. This is just a good showing of how effective witches and bowlers are at clearing bases. Especially on compact bases like this where the bouncing boulders just do a lot of damage. Now we're just gotta kind of wait for these troops to break walls. But you can see just how big this mob of bowlers and skeletons are. And this is a really weird placement for a tornado trap. Tornado traps are so good, you want them in the core. So it's a mistake by this guy. You go fast forward big so you can probably tell what's going to happen. Alright, so that's a good 3 stars by Werther's, and then I will go on to the next one. Alright, so here we got our number 8, Van's Shop. Now, I'm not sure how often or if I've ever shown any of his attacks, but here we go. He's doing the common Fire Clan now, Giants, Bowlers, Witches. He's got a good spread of his troops. You gotta make sure you get the buildings on the side so the heroes and the main troops go down the middle. Now freeze would have been good if you can get that Inferno, but that Inferno's not targeting anything important, so. And watch these boulders. They're bouncing and hitting that other Inferno, so it doesn't have to freeze that one. Even though he did, but. You see he's got the majority of his troops in the core, and then there are some stragglers on the outsides, but if they're witches, a couple of witches can distract the buildings while the bowlers do all the damage they need. Like say this cannon hasn't even been targeting anyone except for the skeletons. Well, it is now, but let's fast forward a bit here. So you got to break these walls, which takes some time. We still got a number of witches left. Yeah, you see even his queen goes down, so right now it's all witches, but he's only got 2 defenses left, and there's no way they can deal with all these skeletons. That's all skeletons, and alright. So that's 3 stars by him. Let's see my time. Well, I can do one more. Alright, for the last one, I'll show my guy Lucas. He's doing his patented witches on the sides, supported by healers, so they'll never die. And create the funnel. Well, these are days because he can't use siege machines, so he's actually got to use jump spells and stuff to get into the core. See, like none of those witches on the sides have died yet because they're supported by the healers. He's into the core now. I know I'm pretty sure he asked for bowlers, so he gets max level bowlers. And just see how compact all these buildings are in the center, how much damage these bowlers are doing with their bouncing attacks. He's got another jump spell so that troops in the middle can transition somewhere else. Although it looks like everything in the middle is going to die, but he still has plenty of troops left. He still got his queen at full health, almost full health with the queen ability. But then he's got all these units on the sides that are just staying alive thanks to the healers. And even these healers, I think, might move into the middle now. Or maybe I'll just stay on that. But yeah, this Quinn with her ability will be able to take out all these buildings. Just fast forward a bit. You see these healers have transitioned and now getting the Queen. Not sure about the pathing of that Queen though. Alright. So yeah, that's another 3 stars. Take a look back at our lineups here. Did we get another attack? No. So you can see the season thing, we're up. We have quite a big lead now. Since we beat the second place team, we got that 10 star bonus. So yeah, we're looking really strong. We're looking to get our first place finish. So yeah, we'll see how we do next round. And thanks for watching.